Good morning, Year 3. Welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson. Hope you all enjoyed some of the snow yesterday. To start us off in our maths lesson, can you please see how high you can count up to, but going up in threes? So pause the video, start at 0 and see how high you can go. Okay, wonder how high you will get on that one. Let's have a look at today's learning then. So today we are going to be interpreting tables. So we've done tally charts, we've done pictograms, we've done bar charts, and we're now on to tables. And we're coming towards the end of our statistics unit. So today you need to be able to find information from a table and to be able to answer questions based on those tables as well. But most importantly, before we start, we need to know what a table is. Okay, so probably guessed it does have a couple of meanings. We're not talking about the one that you lean on or have your dinner on. That's not very helpful in maths. So we are talking about another way of presenting information and data. Okay, so here's some examples of a table. So we've got a pictogram, sorry, a bar chart over here. We then have a pictogram in this side, and then at the bottom we have a table. Okay. So it says, which two representations below show the same data? So pause the video, look carefully. So they're all showing different types of sports, but which ones show the same information, just presented in a different way? So pause, press play when you're ready for the answer. Okay, so we can see our bar chart is going up in two. So we have 6 for netball, 4 for hockey, 6 for rugby, 12 for dance, and 8 for tennis. And our pictogram is using each football is worth 2. So we've got 2, 4, and 6 here, okay, which is the same as our netball over here. So let's just check the last one as well. So running, gymnastics, swimming, and no exercise. Doesn't even have netball on that one. So hopefully you spotted that our bar chart and our pictogram show the same information. Okay, we've got another table here. So use the table to answer the questions below about favourite colours. So we have the children's names down the side, okay, and then the colours along the top: green, red, yellow, blue, and purple. So the first question is, which colour was chosen by Mark and Michael? So have a look at the table, find their name down the side. In this case, they've both selected the same colour. So we can see their names here. We can go along to where their tick is, and we can see which column it is in. It was blue. Well done if you spotted that. Maybe you can pause before I give the answers to these questions as you go along. Question 2. Which are Charlotte and Jane's favourite colours? So pause, have a look. Okay, and they don't necessarily have to have the same favourite colour. So we've got Charlotte. So if we go along, as in this column here, which is, we can go down. Okay, and where they meet, so we know it's Charlotte and the colour red. And then Jane, it's a little bit easier because it's right next to her name. So this one here. So Charlotte's favourite colour is red and Jane's is green. Let's look at the third question. Who chose purple as their favourite colour? Okay, so go over to the purple column, go down, find our tick. Okay, so it's here, and you go along and see whose name is at this end. And that is Emily. Right, one more question. Which colour wasn't chosen by anybody? Okay, so we can have a look. So green has got 1 tick, so we can ignore that one for now. Red has got 1 tick. Yellow is completely empty. Okay, so we can see that yellow wasn't chosen by anybody. Well done if you managed to answer all of those questions. Okay, so we've got a different table here. The table shows the results of football matches. So we've got Northfield AFC, Weatherton Juniors, and Jumbleby Town. Okay, so we've got win, draw, and lose across the top. Which team won the fewest matches? So if it says win, we don't need to look in the lose column, we don't need to look in the draw column. For this one, we are going to be looking in the win column. All right, and it says which won the fewest matches. So we need to look for the smallest number. Okay, so it was Jumbleby Town, which only won 3. Okay, next question. How many games had each team played? Okay, so you're going to need to go across each column and work out their totals. Okay, so you do 6, add 2, add 1, give you your total. All right, so think of it as an addition. So we're going to add across each column and do the same for all 3. So pause, give it a go, see if you get the right answer. Okay, so they all played the same amount of games and they all played 9. Okay, let's have a look at question 3. Which 2 teams, when combined, had the same number of draws as Wetherton Juniors had 1? Okay, so that's quite a tricky one. There's a few steps to that. So combined means we're going to add 2 scores together, 2 teams' scores together. So, and we're looking in the draw column for this. Let me just rub out this one so we don't get muddled with what's already there. Okay, so we need to combine in the draw column, okay, 2 teams that make the same as Wetherton Juniors had 1. So Wetherton Juniors won 4 matches. Okay, so which 2 teams, if we add their scores together, also make a total of 4? All right, so it was Northfield and Jumbleby, or Jumbleby, however we're saying that one. Okay, so we can see we've got a 2 here and a 2 here. 2 and 2 makes 4. Okay, what is the difference between the total number of wins and the total number of draws? Okay, so again, I'm just going to rub out these ones so they're not in our way. Okay, and you need to add up the total number in the wins column, and you need to add up the total in the draw column. Okay, so win, we've got 6 add 4, takes us to 10, and we've got add 3, so we've got 13, okay, in the win column. And then we've got 2 add 1, 3, add another 2 is 5, okay. But it says what is the difference between them. So we can either do 5 add something equals 13 and count on, or we can do 13 take away or subtract 5 to give us our missing number. Okay, so you could do it either way, whichever you feel most comfortable doing. So work that out and let's have a look. Okay, so 13 take away 5 gives us 8, and you can count on as well. So you can start with 5 and stop when you say stop at 13. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and that does give us 8. Okay, so you can do it either way. Let's have a look at our next one. Okay, so it's now showing the results of a breakfast survey. So we've got boys, girls, men and women, so the groups that were asked, and then their preferred choices of toast, cereal, porridge, fruit or nothing. Okay, how many adults eat toast for breakfast? Okay, so first of all we need to decide which categories count as the adults. So we've got boys and girls. Would assume they are children, and then men and women as the adults. We don't need to worry about any of these other columns at the moment, just our adults and toast. Okay, so add those together and hopefully you've got 9. Okay, let's look at our next question. Which was the least popular breakfast amongst children? Okay, so we're going to need to do a bit of adding here to check all the different options. Okay, so we are going to need to look we're only looking at the children this time. Okay, so we do need to combine the boys and the girls. Oh, that's a wobbly one, wasn't it? Okay, so we've got 5 in toast, so we can write it down so we forget. Oh, lots for cereal there, so we can partition it. 10 add 10, 20. 4 add 3 gives us 7, so this one is 27. Porridge, we've only got 1 add 8, so we've got 9 for that one. Fruit, we've got 6 add 4, so we've got 10 for that one. And then nothing, we've got 9 add 2, okay, which gives us 11. So which of those has the smallest amount? Let's have a look. And it was toast. Well done if you got that. Okay, so have a look at the next question. How many more people have porridge for breakfast than the total number of people who ate nothing? So we've got a few different things we need to do here. So let me just rub these bits out so we don't get muddled. Okay, so how many more people have porridge than the total number of people who eat nothing? So we need to work out the total for the nothing column and the total for the porridge column. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute to pause those. Okay, pause the video, work those two out. Okay, so we need to add all of these together. So we've got 1 add 8 is 9, add our 7. Okay, so we add the 7, which takes us to 16. We then add our 17 onto that, which gives us a total of 33 in that column. Okay, so then we've got 9, add 2, which gives me 11, add 10 more gives me 21, add 0, still 21. Okay, so now we can do either 33 take away the 21, or we can do counting on 21 add something equals 33. So whichever way you feel most comfortable, pause the video and give that a go. Okay, so 33, take away 21. You can partition it, so you can do 30 take away 20, gives you 10, 3 take away 1, which gives you 2. So you should have got a total of 12 for that question. Let's have a look at our last one for this one. Which breakfast food was voted the most by both boys and girls? Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of these squares around the edge because we don't need those. We are going to be looking at the boys and the girls. Okay, so we can ignore the men and women bit. So which one was voted highest or most popular by both boys and girls? So you can go along and add them all together, or you can just have a look, and actually there may be one that stands out very obviously as being higher than the others. So pause, give it a go, press play when you're ready for the answer. Right, so which breakfast food was voted for the most by both boys and girls was cereal. So all the others are in single digits. There's 13 and 14 for those ones. Okay, so well done if you spotted that. Right, this one's a little bit trickier, so we're going to work through it bit by bit and make sure we get to the answers. So the table shows how many house points each pupil receives each time they do well at school. The number of points increases by 4 every single time. So the first time they get 1 point, the next time you add 4 to that, so they then get 5 points the next time they do something. So then we need to work out, first of all, is how many they would get all the way up to the 10th time they got a reward. Remember to add 4 to the previous one every single time. So pause the video, have a go at filling those in first of all. Right, so if we have 1 add 4, it gives us 5. 5 add 4 gives us 9. Okay, 9 add 4 gives us 13. 13 add 4, 17. Then we've got 21, 25, 29, 33 and 37. Okay, so now we've got the information, we can use that to answer some of our questions. Okay, how many house points will a child have in total when they receive 6 rewards? Okay, so the important bit here is in total. So we don't just say 21 points, okay, because in total they've also received these points as well. So they've received the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we need to add all of those together. So I'd like you to pause the video, have a go at adding those together. You might need to do column addition to help you. Okay, so we need to add all of these scores together to work out how much they scored in total by the time they got their 6th reward. And for that, they got 66 points in total. Well done if you managed to add all of those together correctly. Okay, let's have a look at our second question. How many more house points will a child that has received 7 rewards have than a child who has 3 rewards? So we're going to need to do a few things here. Okay, so it's a multi-step problem. So how many more, okay, for 7 and for 3? Okay, so we've found that important information. So I think it's probably easy to start with the 3. Okay, so we need to add all 3 of these together. Okay, so we have 1, 5 and 9. So I'm going to put 9 in my head. Then I'm going to add that 1 to it, so it's 10, making it nice easy. And then it's add the 5. So we've got 15 if they were 3rd. Okay, and then we need to work out how many if they were 7th. Okay, so I'm going to go, sorry, lost my pen there. So we need to go all the way along up to 7. Okay, so pause the video and have a go at adding those together. Okay, so we can use the previous question to help us a bit here, because we already know that for receiving 6 awards, they get 66 points. So we can do 66 add 25 as well. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so 66 add the 25, okay, equals 91. Let me just change my colour. Okay, so we've got 91. So you can either do 15 add something equals 91, that's quite a lot of counting on, or you could do 91 subtract 15 and work out your answer from there. So column subtraction might be quite a useful one, okay, because we need to work out the difference here. All right, let's have a look. So pause it and have a go, and then we'll go through the answer. Right, so that would be 76 points there difference. Okay, so there are 76 more points if you've received 7 awards than if you've received 3. Okay, last one. Remember to pause at any point you need to do any working out. Miss Hudson only has 5 house point stickers left. How many more house point stickers will a child who has reached their 5th award need? Okay, so I'm just going to delete the colours we've already got there. Okay, so we need to look at our 5th award, which is this column right here. Okay, so remember she's got 5 house point stickers. How many more will she need? Okay, so pause it, give it a go, and let's look at the answer when you're ready. Okay, so it'd be 12 because we got 17. Take away the 5 stickers she's already got, which gives us 12. So she needs 12 more stickers. Okay, well done. Okay, so use Liberty's clues to find out how many dogs and cats live at 3 addresses. There are double the amount of cats than dogs on Lowdale Avenue. Okay, so we can use that one already. Okay, so double the amount, so timesing it by 2, of cats than dogs. There are 14 cats, sorry, it's 14 dogs, so we need to double it. 14 times 2. Or you can use repeated addition, which is 14 add 14. Okay, so that would give us our next one. Okay, so 14 add 14 is 28. So we've managed to do that one, so we can put a line through that so we don't get muddled. The total number of cats and dogs on Sunnydale Drive is 23. So total here. Okay, Sunnydale Drive here. Total is 23. We've already got 6, so we could do 23 take away 6. So put 23 in our heads and we're going to count back 6. Okay, so 23, 22, 21, 20, and we've got 19, 18, 17. Okay, so we can use that to help us. So we've done clue 2, so we can cross that out so we don't get muddled again. There is one more dog on Roseland Crescent than Sunnyvale Drive. Okay, so have a look at Rosedale Line. So at the moment that's empty. So let's go back to Sunnyvale Drive and it says one more dog. So if there is 17 dogs, what is one more? Well done if you said 18. And my very wobbly 8. Okay, and overall the total of cats and dogs is 93. So adding up all 3 columns equals 93. Okay, so let's work out our total for this column. So 14 add 28. So if I did it as column method, I'll do it over here so we can see. So we've got 14 add 28. Okay, draw my equals lines. So always starting with the ones column. 4 add 8 gives me 12, so I'm going to put the 2, carry the 1, and then I've got 1 add 2, which is 3, add this one, which is 4. Okay, so the total here is 42. So now I can do the 42. Just rub that out so we've got a bit of space. All right. Need to find a quicker way of rubbing that out, don't I? Okay, so we've got 42 add 23. So they're the 2 totals we have. Okay, equals 5 and then 6, so 65. Okay, so I can use this information to work out what is missing. Alright, so we know that we need 93 in total, and so far we've got 65. So I'm going to do a column subtraction to help me work out the difference. So subtraction, I'm going to put the biggest number on top, which is 93. And I'm going to be taking away the number I've already got here, which is 65. Okay, so 3 take away 5. If I have 3 cookies, can I take away 5? I need to, not without going into negative numbers, so I'm going to exchange. So this one is going to become 8, and the 1 10 I've taken goes here. So I've now got 13 take away 5. Okay, so that takes me to 8. 8 take away 6 is 2. So this total is 28. Okay, so what I would like you to do now is use that information to work out how many cats are on Roseland Crescent. So pause and give it a go. Okay, so you could do a subtraction from that one, 28 take away 18, and whatever's left will be your number of cats. Okay, let's have a look. So this is what you should have completed. Okay, so well done if you managed to get all of those, because that was a really tricky one. Right, I am going to show you some questions about this table and I want you to have a go at them. So we've got the number of children and number of adults attending these different matches and the teams along the top. Okay, so the first one is how many people support Eastleigh. So you need to add these together. Okay, so adding the 2 columns, the children and the adults together. Like I say, I'm going to show you the questions and then we'll go through the answers afterwards. So keep your answers written down so you don't lose them. Which team has the most fans at every game? How many more people support North End than Southam? So you need to work out the totals for North End and Southam. Okay, and work out the difference between, to do a subtraction. How many more adults support West Prom than children? Okay, so you need to do subtraction here, 52 take away 28. And which of Ollie's questions can't be answered using the table? Explain why not. So there's 4 questions or 5 questions there. I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at answering all of those, and then we'll go through the answers together. Okay, so some tricky ones there, and that last question may have thrown us a little bit. Which of the questions can't be answered? So we get lots of information from a table, but we need to make sure our questions match. Okay, so B can't be answered. Let's start. Okay, because it doesn't say anything about the number of fans at a game. Okay, so let's have a look at the answers and see if you were right. So B can't be answered because the table does not show the information about fans, so we can ignore B. That's a bit mean, sorry, giving you that one. But we can work out the others. How many people supported Eastleigh? So you just need to add these 2 together. It gives us 39. How many more people supported North End than Southam? So you need to add 54 and 30 together. You need to add 45 and 12 together, and then do a subtraction question. So it's a 2-step problem there. But there are 27 more people supporting North End. And the last one, how many more adults support West Prom than children? Okay, so you just need to do 52 take away 28, which you can do using column subtraction, setting it out a lot neater than my very wobbly writing here. Okay, so 2 take away 8, we can't do that negative numbers, so we're going to exchange. This becomes 4. 12 take away 8 is 4. 4 take away 2 is 2, and it gives us 24. So have a go at answering the questions carefully. Some of them are quite tricky, but I know you can do this. So it's just looking at the tables and finding that information. You may well need to use column addition and subtraction to help your working. Okay, so good luck.